Live from the Sports and Recreation Center on the campus of the College of Staten Island, you're watching exclusive CUNYAC doubleheader coverage right here on CSI Sportsnet. Tonight, the College of Staten Island will take on the CCNY Beavers as both the men's and women's team look to extend their 2016 unbeaten conference streak to 3 games. Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Babusky, and we're just a few minutes away from the start of the women's basketball game here this afternoon as the College of Staten Island looks to build on their 2-0 conference record and continue to maintain their first place standing in the top of the CUNYAC conference as the Dolphins coming into today's game, coming off of a big win against York College, 79-40 on Saturday afternoon as the Dolphins traveled out to Queens and really were able to handle York College without much of a problem in that game. They dominated throughout, jumped out to an early lead in the game, went on to win the game by a final score of 79-40 in a game that really was in no doubt from the opening tip as the Dolphins were able to come out and play a very strong game this Saturday afternoon and just continue on their winning ways so far in this 2016 season. The College of Staten Island in their last meeting against the CCNY Beavers had their 27-game winning streak against CCNY ended as they dropped that game against CCNY as the Dolphins made a valiant comeback in that game, ultimately falling by a final score of 69-67 at the Nat Holman Gymnasium. And that was a winning streak for the Dolphins that had been going on since 1997 and encompassed 27 straight games before the Beavers were able to come away with that victory. As for the College of Staten Island, the Dolphins, as we mentioned, jumped out to an immediate 7-0 run in that game against York, as they opened up to a 25-2 lead after an 18-0 run, and Dolphins really never looking behind from that point forward, as the Dolphins were able to dominate the game from beginning to end. As we get ready here for the start of tonight's game, the Dolphins' previous conference game was a victory of 82-47. The Dolphins have won 4 out of their last 5 games. The only loss was that game against NYU that occurred back here at the Sports and Recreation Center on November 26th. The Dolphins dropping that one by a final score of 84-69. So Dolphins coming into today's game with an overall record of 4-2, including 2-0 in the CUNYAC Conference. Turning our attention quickly over to the CCNY Beavers. Beavers off to a little bit of a slow start in conference play, having dropped their first 2 games against defending champ Lehman College. The Beavers dropped that game by a final of 78-44 and then dropped their other conference game to Baruch College. That was their home game at the Nat Holman Gymnasium, and CCNY played fairly well in that game before Brooklyn College was able to come away and pull away with an 83-64 victory. And opportunity presents itself. We'll discuss a little bit more about the CUNYAC Conference and how that's been going so far throughout the game here this afternoon. As we mentioned, Dolphins coming in looking to improve on their 2-game winning streak. They've won 4 out of their last 5 games, and they're looking to extend their conference record to 3-0 on the year. For the Dolphins, they will play here tonight. Their final conference game this year will be Friday afternoon at Lehman College, as the Dolphins will have their first opportunity to play the defending champs here in the 2016 season. And then the Dolphins will go on a couple of non-conference games as they conclude the 2016 calendar year. They will play at Keystone College this Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. at La Plume, Pennsylvania. William Patterson on December 21st. That'll be a road game. And then the Dolphins will wrap up their 2016 CUNYAC schedule against Manhattanville right here at the Sports and Recreation Center on December 28th. And then conference schedule will resume in earnest on January 4th against Baruch College. So we're just moments away from the start of this afternoon's game. The players are lining up on the floor, so we'll just step aside, allow you to hear the national anthem, and then we'll be back to bring you the starting lineups and the start of this afternoon's game between the College of Staten Island and CCNY as you're watching women's basketball coverage, I should say, right here on CSI Sportsnet. We're back, and we're just moments away from the start of this afternoon's game between the College of the Staten Island and the CCNY Beavers. And as the players are being introduced out on the floor, let's bring you the starting lineups here tonight for both teams. First, we'll start with the visiting CCNY Beavers. Beavers coming in with a record of 2-3, 0-2 thus far in the CUNYAC Conference. It'll be number 5, Marissa Olson. Number 11, Alexis Akridge. Number 20, Elizabeth Zullo. Number 24, Erica Richards. And number 30, Deborah Chan. Of course, Erica Richards, the leading scorer for the Beavers, coming in averaging over 17.5 points a game. And Marissa Olson, for those of you that follow CUNYAC sport, know that Marissa, of course, one of the better players on the CCNY women's soccer team as well. For the College of Staten Island tonight, it will be the starting 5 of number 2, Christina Passatoro, number 10, Angelique Price, number 11, Nahada Bracic, number 14, Victoria Cray, and number 31, Samantha Flecker. This year for the College of Staten Island, Christina Passatoro coming into today's game, leading the team in both scoring and assists, averaging 15.8 points a game and 4.3 assists. She also has nearly 6 rebounds at 5.8 a game. And Samantha Flecker also coming in, averaging just under 15 points a game for the Dolphins, as well as leading the team in rebounds at 6.7 a game. So Dolphins have coming in, they've been playing pretty good basketball of late. Have won 2 in a row in their first 2 conference games of the year, defeating John Jay earlier in their first conference game of the year. And then in game number 2, they were able to defeat York College. So for the Dolphins, 2-0 in the conference thus far, as they look to build on that record here against CCNY. CCNY looking to get on the conference victory side here this afternoon, having dropped games earlier this year to Lehman and Baruch. So Dolphins coming in, having won 27 of their last 28 against the CCNY team. But, of course, the Beavers coming away with that big upset win in February of last year, stunning the Dolphins at the Nat Holman Gymnasium. So the Dolphins looking to bounce back here tonight. So it looks like Samantha Flecker will take the jump here for the Dolphins, as she'll jump against Deborah Chan as the ball goes up, and we're underway here at the Sports and Recreation Center as Price gets the opening tip. She's able to feed the ball inside, and Flecker will miss the layup, and the Beavers will come away with the first rebound of the afternoon. Zullo bringing the ball up across the midcourt line now for the Dolphins. As we have a whistle, and the first foul of the game will go on the Dolphins. And it's going to be against Victoria Cray, so that will be Cray's first. So Cray picks up a personal 20 seconds in, and that will lead to free throws here for the Beavers as Olsen will go to the free throw line here to shoot 2. As Marissa's first free throw is up and in. The Beavers take a 1-0 lead. She came in 12 of 18, 67%, so she's now 13 of 19 for the Beavers. One more free throw upcoming. As Marissa's second free throw is up and in, so Olsen hits both, and the Beavers take an early lead here, 2-0. Cray bringing the ball up across the midcourt line. She lobs it in the corner past Toro. Toro hoists the long three. It's no good, but Price is able to get her own rebound and lay it up and in. So Price with 2 opportunities off the offensive glass, and that ties the game up. And now the Beavers will turn the ball over as that time Richards tried to bring the ball up the floor, but a good defensive play by the Dolphins, and they will control the basketball off the first turnover here tonight. Cray working it over to Flecker. Flecker back to Cray. Now it's going to be Flecker. Now it's Passatoro down on the baseline. As the Dolphins work it around now, Cray will hoist up the three-pointer. That's no good. And Richards controls the rebound for the Beavers and works it quickly up to Chan. Chan crossing the foul line. Now it's Olsen in the corner, feeding it back to Richards. A long three-pointer is off the front rim and in. So Richards gets her first basket of the afternoon and then comes away with the steal. Richards driving coast to coast as Cray is able to get in front of her and draw the offensive foul. That was a gutty move that time by Cray. She already picked up one quick personal. That time able to draw the offensive foul and create the turnover. So the Dolphins have the ball now, trailing by 3, 5-2. Price in the corner now to Flecker. Flecker at the three-point line now works it back over to Cray. Cray now kicks the ball out to Passatoro as Dolphins working the ball around the three-point line as Price puts up the three-pointer. That's no good, and this time it'll be Akridge to control the rebound. Chan bringing the ball up across the midcourt line, guarded by Passatoro. Bounce pass over to Richards in the corner now to Akridge. A long three-pointer is no good. Bracic controls the rebound, feeds it quickly to Price. Price down to Flecker as the pass goes over the head and is now stolen away by Richards. Richards looking to take it coast to coast. A nice defensive play that time by Flecker to come back and knock the ball away, but it'll remain CCNY basketball. Dolphins with just one basket here this afternoon, trailing by a score of 5-2. Inbounds comes over to Olsen. Olsen running one-hander in the lane is up, no good. Rebound control by the Beavers. Their putback is no good, and now it's Flecker. Flecker getting it over to Cray. Cray picks up a dribble, now feeds it back to Passatoro, and now the Dolphins will set up their offense. Bracic over to Passatoro. Jumper is up, no good. And Chen there is there to control the rebound now for the Beavers. Chen at the three-point line. Beautiful feed inside to Richards. She lays it up and in and draws the foul. Nice move that time by Erica Richards as he was able to get her way inside, lay it up and in, and draw the foul on Angelique Price. Actually, the foul will be given to Samantha Flecker. So Richards will go to the free throw line. She's an 80% free throw shooter, and she hits a free throw. She has 6 of the 8 Beaver points, and they open up their biggest lead of the game, 8-2. Bracic now feeding the ball out over to Flecker. Now back to Passatoro. Passatoro puts up the long three-pointer and buries it. First three-pointer of the game for the Dolphins, and now the Dolphins cut the Beaver lead in half, 8-5. Chan, bounce pass to Akridge. It's going to be knocked away and stolen by Cray. Here come the Dolphins looking to run. Beavers do a nice job getting back. Passatoro in the corner to Price. Price's long three-pointer is good. As we're going to have a whistle, and it's going to be And that's going to be a foul on Flecker. That's a big team foul there, a big foul on Flecker. She already picks up 2 early here in the first quarter, and the Beavers will inbound the basketball. Dolphins on a 6-0 run to tie the game up 8-8. Chan with the basketball out at the three-point line. Ball gets fed in the corner to Zullo. No good, and here come the Dolphins. Price looking to drive coast to coast. She lays it up and in and draws the foul. Nice move that time by Angelique Price. She went in hard to the basket, and Deborah Chan was there waiting for her, but Price drew the contact and the foul. As Chan will pick up the foul, that will be her first. Second team foul on the Beavers as Price will go to the free throw line to shoot one. She's coming in shooting 67% on the year. That one's off the rim, no good. And Anchorage controls the rebound now for the Beavers. And she'll give the ball off to Richards. Richards over to Zullo. Now Chen with the basketball over to Anchorage. She'll feed the ball in the corner now to Richards. Richards over to Olsen. Back to Richards. Her open three-pointer is good. Richards now with 9 of the 11 points as Price is able to come right back and lay it up and in. 12-11, Dolphins lead by 2. Chan bringing the ball up across the midcourt line. Now gets it over to Richards. Closely guarded by Price. Now Zulu, but a bounce pass goes right into the hands of Price. Dolphins coming down 4-on-1. A beautiful feed, but from Price over to Cray, and Cray lays it up and in. 14-11, the Dolphins now with their biggest lead of the game. They've trailed by 6. They now lead by 3. Dolphins in the middle of a 12-3 run now. Richards puts up the long three-pointer. It's off the rim, no good. Ackridge goes for the rebound, and a nice play as Brocic came over, and a beautiful play that time by Alexis, able to knock the ball off of Brocic. And it'll remain Beaver basketball now with a fresh 30-second shot clock. Substitution in for the Beavers as Beatrice Wallace checks in. Wallace guarded there by Cray. Looking to set up the offense now for the Beavers. Wallace, a freshman guard from Brooklyn College Academy, as the pass is stolen. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will remain with the Beavers. They'll have 15 seconds to shoot. Price has 9 for the Dolphins. Richards has 9 for the Beavers. Dolphins lead here 14-11, 4:56 remaining here in the first quarter. Looks like Jacqueline Callie will check in for the Dolphins. She'll replace Nahada Brocic. And we're ready to get underway now. A fresh 30-second shot clock for the Beavers. Wallace feeding the ball over to Amanti, who checked into the game. Her shot is no good, but there to lay the ball up and in is Smith. Smith's first point. Another freshman player for the Beavers, and the Beavers trail by 1, 14-13. As Passatoro launches up the long three-pointer and buries it. Passatoro now 2 of 3 from the three-point line. She's got 6, and the Dolphins have their biggest lead of the game. It's 4, 17-13. Richards looking to work outside against Price. The ball is fed inside now to Wallace, who lays it up and in and draws the foul. Nice move by Beatrice Wallace as she's able to draw the foul. The foul will be charged to Callie. That will be her first, and the 4th team foul for the Dolphins. Free throw is up and in. The three-point play is complete. And it's now a 17-16 Dolphin lead. Cray looking to work her way inside, and she'll draw the foul. See who that's charged against. It will be charged against Wallace. That'll be her first, the team's 3rd. Passatoro. Her pass is stolen away that time by Smith. Smith feeding it ahead to Richards, who lays it up and in. And the Beavers have gone on a 5-0 run to reclaim the lead, 18-17. Cray over to Passatoro. Passatoro bounce pass inside, but it's going to be stolen away now and fed to Wallace. Wallace working against Cray, and a layup is up and in. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Tim Shanahan as the Beavers fell behind this game 17-13. They have gone on a 7-0 run, and head coach Tim Shanahan has seen enough, and he will take a timeout here as the Dolphins and the Beavers going back and forth here in the early going. CCNY with 20 points off the bench already, according to our score sheet, which can't be right. So the Beavers playing well, though. They're shooting 7 of 15. The Dolphins are shooting 7 of 13. Beavers 2 of 5 from the three-point line, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Staten Island 3 of 6 from the three-point line, and they still have not hit a free throw here thus far this afternoon as the Dolphins trail by 3 as we're getting ready to get underway. Cray over to Callie. Callie has the ball stripped once again, so the Dolphins turn the ball over for the third consecutive possession. As the feed is inside, the shot is up no good. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it'll remain CCNY basketball. So Dolphins have turned the ball over on their last 3 offensive possessions, and that time not able to grab the rebound, so it'll be the Beavers to inbound the basketball once again. Almansi feeding it up over to Richards. Richards' long three-pointer is good. So the Beavers now lead by 6, 23-17. Cray drives down the lane, and the Dolphins turn the ball over once again. And then the Dolphins very fortunate that time as Richards ran into Wallace, and the Beavers turn the ball over, so it'll be Dolphin basketball. Beavers in the middle of a 10-0 run here to turn a 17-13 deficit into a 23-17 lead. Cray with the basketball for the Dolphins, who have been unable to get a shot up to the basket in their last 4 possessions. Cray over to Callie. Callie stops. Her long jumper is up no good, but Price is there to control the rebound for the Dolphins. Cray with the basketball. Will set up for the Dolphins as they have a fresh 30-second shot clock and have 18 seconds remaining to shoot. Cray now driving inside, kicks it out to Flecker. Flecker puts up the long three-pointer. It's way off and will go out of bounds, so it will be Beaver basketball. Dolphins have turned the ball over 6 times here in the first quarter, and the Beavers have a 6-point lead, and the basketball, 6 points matches their biggest lead of the game. Richards, now it's Almansi. Almansi feeding the ball up over to Smith. Smith drives her way inside. Her shot is up no good, but stepping in between 2 Dolphins is Almansi to grab the rebound, and driving inside will be Wallace, but she will draw the offensive foul, will Samantha Flecker. So that will be Wallace's second personal foul, and the Dolphins will get the basketball back, trailing by 6, 23-17. Dolphins being out-rebounded here in this first quarter, 12-6. They've also turned the ball over 6 times and find themselves down 23-17. Flecker feeding it inside to Callie, and Callie's going to be pushed from behind and fouled. So that's going to be a foul on Sharika Smith. That's going to be her first, the team's 5th. So now Jackie Callie will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Callie coming in shooting 55% on the year from the line, 6 of 11, and she's now 6 of 12. So one more free throw upcoming here for Callie, as Nicole and Bessie will check into the Dolphin lineup. She'll replace Victoria Cray. Callie's second free throw is up and no good as well. So the Dolphins now 0 for 3 from the line here this afternoon. Richards with the basketball, and now Price is going to get called for a foul out beyond the 3-point line. And that'll be the first foul on Angelique, the team's 5th. So that's going to send Richards to the free throw line. Richards coming in, shooting over 80% from the line for CCNY, and she misses the first. One more free throw upcoming. As her second free throw is up and in. And it's now the biggest lead of the game for CCNY. They lead by 7. Pesatoro's pass in the corner, able to get retrieved by Price, but the ball goes right through the hands of Callie and is retrieved by Almansi. She drives inside. Her shot is up, no good, but nobody but Beavers underneath as Richards was able to grab the rebound, but Price was able to come back and knock the ball out of bounds, where it'll remain Beaver basketball. So CCNY will inbound the ball as they're able to inbound it to Smith. Her layup is up no good, but she grabs her own rebound. Her putback is no good, and Callie controls the rebound. Price has her shot blocked, but she'll draw the foul. So that's going to be a foul on Smith. That will be her second, and that will send Price to the free throw line to shoot 2. Her first free throw is up and no good, so the Dolphins now 0 for 4 from the free throw line. One more upcoming. As Price's second free throw is up and good, so Angelique splits the pair, and the Dolphins cut the lead down to 6, 24-18. Zulo with the basketball, working it around now to Akridge. Akridge feeding the ball up over to Redwood, who's checked into the game for the Beavers as well. Nice give and go as Redwood able to get up in the lane, but our shot is up no good. Passatoro there to grab the rebound. Here come the Dolphins. Passatoro feeding it inside to Flecker. Our layup is up and no good. But we're going to have a whistle, and I believe that's going to be an offensive foul on Flecker, and that's going to be her third. I don't know about that call, but it's going to end up with Flecker picking up her third foul, and that will be probably all we will see from Samantha Flecker here in the first half, as she will go to the bench with 3 fouls, and that was a real tough call on Flecker. So now the Dolphins will inbound the basketball. And here come the Beavers. Zulo with the ball. Zulo bringing it in inside. She feeds it out to Chan. Chan working the ball in the corner now. Played down by Almonte, but first it's going to be a travel by Redwood out beyond the three-point line, and it will be Dolphin basketball. Huge foul on Samantha Flecker here at the end of the first quarter. The third personal foul for Flecker, and she can't make it through the first quarter, as we're going to have a whistle and a foul away from the ball. And I believe it's going to be on Redwood. It will be. That will be her first. The Beavers are over the limit, so Price will go to the free throw line. She's 1 of 3 from the line here this afternoon. She leads the Dolphins in scoring with 10 here in the first quarter. Price's first free throw is up and no good. One more upcoming. Dolphins really hurting themselves here with their free throw shooting in the first quarter. 1 of 6. Second free throw is up and in, so she splits the pair, and the Dolphins trail by 5, 24-19. Just over 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Almansi with the basketball. Almansi looking to work against Mbesi as she brings the ball across the midcourt line and gets it up over to Richards. Richards now working against Passatoro, kicking the ball up over to Akridge. Akridge shot in the lane is up, no good. A fight for the rebound is Bracic fighting with Akridge for the basketball. It will be jump ball. Possession arrow will go to the Dolphins. Shot clock off. 21.5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Mbesi with the basketball. She'll give it over to Passatoro, and Dolphins will run the clock down here in the first quarter. Feeds it inside to Callie. Callie drives down the lane. Shot's blocked away, and now Richards with the basketball. Richards' floater in the lane is up, no good, but that's going to be an offensive foul on Richards, and that's a big offensive foul there, as that's going to be her second. So that's a big foul on Richards, who already has 15 points here in the first quarter. Pesatoro feeds it up to Price. Her long shot at the buzzer is no good. It wouldn't have counted anyway. So 1 quarter complete here in the books. Dolphins trailing by a score 24-19. We'll step aside, take a break. You're watching women's basketball coverage right here on CSI Sportsnet, CSIDolphins.com.
One-on-One is an independently owned and operated physical therapy center since 1999.
One-on-One has multiple offices located in Staten Island and in Brooklyn.
One-on-One has been getting people back to living pain-free for almost 14 years.
The number one goal of One-on-One is to provide quality health care for our community and continue to strive to be the best in our field.
One-on-one physical therapy gets our clients back to work, back to play, and back to function as soon as possible. We help them reclaim their life.
We're back, getting ready for the start of the second quarter. The Dolphins trail in this game by a score of 24-19, and it's been a little bit of a game of runs here in this quarter, as the Dolphins fell behind by a score of 8-2, but they were able to come back and get themselves in position to take a lead 17-13, but the Beavers then turned it around on the Dolphins, went on a 10-0 run of their own to take a 23-17 lead, and 24-19 is where we finished the end of the first quarter. A couple plays in foul trouble for both teams. Flecker on the bench with 3 fouls for the Dolphins. Erica Richards picking up her second personal foul right at the buzzer in the first quarter. So those are the 2 key plays in foul trouble as we're underway here to start the second quarter. Almansi with the basketball, looking to work against Mbesi. Almansi now feeding it up over to Chan. Chan working it inside, kicking it out to an open Wallace. Her shot is up, no good. Callie can't control the rebound, and the ball's going to get laid up and in by the Beavers, who now lead 26-19. Mbesi with the basketball for the Dolphins. Now it's going to be Pesatoro. Pesatoro now feeds the ball up over to Price. Price's long jumper from the baseline is good. Angelique Price has been the Dolphin offense here in the first quarter. She's got 13, is driving the ball inside, is going to be Smith, and she'll draw the foul. Actually, that's going to be Wallace who drew the foul. And that foul will be on Bracic. That will be her first, the team's first here in the second quarter. So that will lead to free throws for Wallace. She's 12 of 18 from the line, and she hits the first. CCNY 6 of 7 from the line thus far. Dolphins 2 of 7 here early in the second quarter, as the second free throw is up and in, and the Beaver lead is 7 once again. Pesatoro with the basketball. Works it in the corner to Callie. Callie's long three-pointer is good. Callie gets her first basket of the afternoon. She has 3, and the Dolphins trail by 4 as Chan brings the ball up across the midcourt line. Chan picks up a dribble. Bounce pass now goes out over to Wallace. Wallace working her way inside. She kicks it up over to Akridge. She drops the ball but regains possession. Now it's going to be Wallace looking to work against Price. And now Price nearly able to come away with the basketball, as we're going to have a jump ball, and the possession arrow will go to the Dolphins. So the Dolphins will control the basketball. As per the arrow, CCNY thought it was their possession. I got to be honest, so did I, as it's Mbesi with the basketball. Mbesi over to Passatoro. Passatoro kicking it up over to Callie. Back up over to Passatoro. Her long jumper is up, no good. Price there to control the rebound. Her putback is blocked nicely that time by Almansi. It will go out of bounds. It will remain Dolphin basketball. 28-24 the score as it's Mbesi with the basketball. Mbesi now up over to Bracic. Now it's Price over to Passatoro. Passatoro's long three-pointer is good. Passatoro has 9 on 3 of 5 three-point shooting, and the Dolphins have cut the deficit down to 1, 28-27. Akridge with the basketball working on Bracic. Akridge picks up a dribble, gets the ball up over to Redwood. Redwood looking to drive inside on Callie. She's able to get it, step inside, lay it up and in, and draw the foul. Nice move that time by Erica Redwood, the 5'6" junior from Flushing High School, as she was able to drive inside on Callie, draw the foul, and lay the ball up and in. That'll be the second foul on Callie, second team foul for the Dolphins here in the second quarter, as Redwood goes to the line but can't complete the three-point play. Callie grabs the rebound and feeds it up to Mbesi, and now the Dolphins with the basketball trailing by 3. Bracic, the long two-pointer is up, no good. Redwood goes up high, grabs the rebound, and here comes Wallace with the basketball for the Beavers. Wallace looking to get past the double team. She throws the ball cross court. Chan able to retrieve. Chan driving inside. Bounce pass inside to Redwood, who lays it up and in. 6 points now for Redwood, and the Beavers lead by 5. Price, beautiful feed to Bracic. Her shot is partially blocked, and Akridge controls the rebound, and Bracic will foul her from behind. So Bracic will pick up her second. Dolphins in early foul trouble in this second quarter as they pick up their third team foul. Just under 3 minutes into the quarter. Dolphins trailing by 5, 37-32. Victoria Quay will check in, and she'll replace Jacqueline Callie. Chan to inbound the ball. Dolphins trying to apply pressure in the backcourt. And Almansi able to break right up near the far sideline and feed the ball up over to Wallace. Wallace looking to work on Cray as she backs the ball out and sets up the Beaver offense now with 15 seconds to shoot. Price able to come away with the basketball. Here come the Dolphins, 2-on-1. Price driving away inside, and she will draw the foul. That time Chan was waiting for Price in the lane, but she never did get her feet square, and she will pick up the foul. That will be her second. And Price will be fouled in the act of shooting, so she will go to the free throw line. She leads the team in scoring with 13, and she's 2 of 5 from the line here this afternoon. Price's first free throw is up and no good. One more free throw upcoming here for Price, as the Dolphins now 2 of 7 from the line here this afternoon. As Price's second free throw rolls off the rim and in, so the Dolphins now trail by 4, 32-28. Dolphins try to press. Beavers able to break as they feed the ball up over to Redwood. Redwood gets the ball up over to Chan. She hands it to Wallace, who drives down the lane. Her floater is up, no good. She's able to grab her own offensive rebound and draw the foul. So a nice play that time by the freshman. A couple of pretty good freshman players on this Beaver roster here. Shakira Smith has looked good. Beatrice Wallace has looked good. Elizabeth Zullo in the starting lineup. So a couple of good young and up-and-coming players here for the Beavers in 2016, as the first free throw by Wallace is up and no good. Wallace came into today's game 5 of 7. That's 71% from the free throw line. And she's now 3 of 4. Make that 4 of 5 this afternoon, and the Beavers' lead is 5 once again. Passatoro kicking it out over to Mbesi in the corner. Now it's Passatoro as the Dolphins looking to feed it into Perot, who's checked into the game. Her shot is up, no good. And Redwood there to control the rebound for the Beavers. Redwood dribbling the ball up the center of the floor, and the shot is going to be up, no good. And it's going to be an offensive foul called on the Beavers, as that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Redwood. That will be her second. It will be, and I thought that might have been a little bit of a tough call, too. I'm not sure that Rosa got her feet set as Price's long three-pointer is an air ball, and the rebound is controlled now by the Beavers. Redwood bringing the ball up across the midcourt line. Redwood looking to work on Perone. She drives it inside. She feeds it over to Olsen. Olsen kicking the ball open to a wide-open Zulu. Her shot is up, no good. And Cray is there to grab the rebound for the Dolphins and feed it up over to Passatoro. Passatoro's runner in the lane is up, no good, but Perone is there to grab the rebound and lay it up and in. Perone lays it up and in. That's her first points of the game, and the Dolphins trail by 3 once again. Redwood driving inside, and this time Perone will draw the foul. So Perone's just checked into the lineup for the Dolphins. She already has 2 fouls, and the Dolphins are now over the limit with 5:26 remaining here in the second quarter. Redwood to the free throw line. Erica 3 of 4 from the line coming into the game here this afternoon. And she'll have one more upcoming as she picks up her 7th point. 34-30 as the second free throw is up and in. Beavers taking advantage of their free throws, and they built a 5-point lead once again, 35-30. Cray over to Mbesi. Mbesi bringing the ball out beyond the three-point line. She feeds it to Passatoro. Now the Dolphins try to feed it inside to Perone. Boy, that's a terrible call as Perone called for the charge on the play. And Rosa Perone picks up her 3rd personal foul in just a couple of minutes, as the Dolphins will go back on defense, and the Beavers able to break the Dolphin press as they feed the ball ahead to Smith, who's able to drive it right to the basket. She misses the layup, but grabs her own rebound and lays it up and in. Dolphins trail by 7 once again, 37-30. And Bessie over to Cray. Cray to Perone, feeds it back up over to Price. Price's long jumper is good. 32-30. As a fight for the ball at the midcourt line, jump ball, possession arrow goes to CCNY. 4 minutes, 38 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Dolphins trail by a score of 37-32. Dolphins having trouble getting themselves on pace offensively, and they've also been out-rebounded here, 21-13 so far here in the first quarter and a half. So now Angelique Price will pick up her 2nd personal foul, and that will send Beatrice Wallace to the free throw line to shoot 2. Wallace's first free throw bounces off the rim, no good. She'll have one more upcoming. .432 remaining here in the first quarter, as Wallace's 2nd free throw is up and in. She hits 1 of 2, and the Beavers take a 6-point lead, 38-32. And Bessie over to Cray. Now Price back out over to Cray. Cray looking to work her way inside, and we're going to have a whistle and a blocking foul called on Chan for the Beavers, as teams are starting to accumulate fouls here, as Chan picks up her 3rd, and she'll have to go to the bench as the Dolphins get the ball back to Mbesi, and Bessie's jumper is up no good, and Wallace able to come back and grab the rebound for the Beavers. Wallace getting the ball up over to Almansi, as Almansi looks to work against Price. Now it's going to be Smith. Smith trying to work her way inside. She gets it over to Zulu. Zulu in the corner over to Wallace, who buries the three-pointer, and the Beavers have their biggest lead of the game, 9 points, 42-31. Passatoro's long three-pointer is up no good. Almansi there to control the rebound, and here come the Beavers with a 9-point lead, looking for more, And then Bessie's going to get called for a block in the backcourt. So that will lead to more free throws here for the Beavers, as the Dolphins have already allowed 41 points here in the first half, with still 3:43 remaining in the second quarter. As Almanzi goes to the free throw line for the first time this afternoon, she hits the first, and she'll have one more as the Dolphins now trail by double digits, 42-32. The second free throw is up, no good, as the Alvarez is checked in for the Dolphins. Over to DeMontro, who's checked in as well, and the ball will go out of bounds. So on the floor now for the Dolphins, DeMontro, Alvarez, Price, Cray, and Passatoro, as head coach Tim Shanahan looking for answers here in the first half. The Dolphins trail by 10. DeMontro with the basketball. DeMontro out the three-point line, working against Wallace. Her pass inside is nearly stolen away, but Alvarez able to maintain. Now Passatoro's running one-hander in the lane is good. So Passatoro breaks that Beaver run and cuts the Dolphin deficit down to 8. As able to drive the ball to the basket is Almonte, but she misses the layup, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul in the backcourt, I do believe. It will be. It'll be a foul on CCNY. And it'll be Dolphins basketball, as that's going to be a foul on Zulo. That will be her first, and the Beaver fourth, as the Dolphins bring the ball across the midcourt line under 3 minutes remaining. As the ball will not be knocked out of bounds, it'll remain Dolphin basketball, 23 to shoot, 2:56 remaining here in the first half. Passatoro over to Cray. Cray working her way inside, and a spinning layup is good. Dolphins have scored the last 4 to cut the deficit down to 6. As Almonte able to break down the lane, but she loses possession of the basketball. But now Price loses it as well as the ball put up. Cray controls the rebound, and the Dolphins have the basketball. Cray spinning in the lane, feeds it up over to Passatoro. She catches and shoots. The long three-pointer is in and out. And Olsen grabs the rebound. And we're going to have a whistle, and I think that's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to the Dolphins. So 42-36 to score, 2 minutes, 28 seconds remaining here in the first half. A lot of offense as the ball able to be fed inside to Alvarez. She misses the short shot, but Passatoro able to grab the basketball. Dolphins still have it. Price puts up the long three-pointer. That's up no good. And Anchorage controls the rebound. And we're going to have a whistle and yet another foul. So let's see who that foul is going to be on. It's going to be on Chanel Alvarez. That will be her first. The Dolphins have been over the limit for some time. So that will send Alexis Anchorage to the free throw line to shoot 2. This will be the 18th free throw of the first half for the Beavers, and they hit the first. One more free throw upcoming here for CCNY, as that's up off the rim and in. So the Beavers open their lead back up to 8. DeMontro with the basketball. Now Passatoro. Passatoro's cross-court pass nearly stolen, but DeMontro able to retrieve. Feed it up over to Cray. Her shot is no good, but the Dolphins able to steal the pass from Olsen as Price lays it up and in. She's been the Dolphin offense, along with Passatoro, 29 of the 38 Dolphin points. Almonte with the basketball, getting the ball up over to Anchorage. Anchorage now feeding the ball up over to Olsen. Olsen drives down the lane. Her layup is up, no good. A fight for the rebound. It's a whistle and a jump ball. The possession arrow will go to CCNY. So it will be the Beavers to inbound the basketball. Good play by Cray to come over and knock the ball away. And we're going to have a whistle and a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here with just a minute 37 seconds remaining here in the first quarter as the CCNY Beavers coming out a vastly improved ball club here this afternoon and really doing a good job here against the Dolphins as they've been able to take the lead here in the midway through the first quarter and never look back as they now hold a 8-point lead on the Dolphins. So the CSI Dolphins trailing here by a score of 48-34. As we mentioned, the Dolphin offense, 29 of the 38 points, 18 for Angelique Price, 11 for Christina Passatoro, as the Beavers will inbound the basketball now with 1:33 remaining here in the first half. Akridge with the basketball, over to Almansi. Now Akridge with 17 seconds on the shot clock. Zulo kicking the ball back up over to Wallace. Wallace looking to work her way inside. Nice bounce pass to Akridge, and our short jumper in the lane is good. Nice move by Akridge. She has 4. The Beavers lead back up to 8. Passatoro, the open three-pointer is up, no good. Price able to control the rebound, but she tried to save it in bounds, threw it out of bounds, so it will be Beaver basketball once again with an 8-point lead. Almansi with the basketball, and Almansi brings the ball up across the midcourt line as Wallace has the ball now for the Beavers. Wallace looking to work her way against Price. Boy, oh boy, what a cheap foul that the call is. And now Price has 3 fouls as well. So now Price and Flecker both with 3 personal fouls as the Dolphins continue to pick up fouls. And the Beavers will go to the free throw line for the 20th time here in the first half. As Wallace hits the first, she'll have 1 more. CCNY 15 of 20 from the free throw line, now 16 of 21. Have they scored a full third of their points from the free throw line here in the first half. Cray with the basketball, Dolphins trailing here by 10. Cray looking to back the ball out as the Dolphins look to set up offensively. Price remaining on the floor with those 3 personal fouls. Cray crossover dribble, now Passatoro, driving her way inside, and a floater is up and in. 48-40 the score is a nice play that time by Price to come over and steal the basketball, but she can't stay in bounds. So it will remain Beaver basketball. Shot clock off, 25.9 seconds remaining. Wallace with the basketball. Wallace bringing the ball across the midcourt line. Wallace feeds it inside to Akridge, whose layup is up and no good, but there'll be another foul on the Dolphins. So that foul will be on Vasagina Watson. That will be Watson's first. The Dolphins continue to rack up personal fouls here. 17 fouls here in the first half. So that first free throw is up, no good, as the Beavers go to the line now for the 22nd time here in the first half. 1 more free throw upcoming here. As 3 Dolphins with 3 personal fouls here in the first half. Second free throw is up and in. So the Dolphins trail by 9. The shot clock is off with 13 seconds remaining here in the first half. Cray with the basketball. Cray looking to work her way inside. Her layup is up, no good. And the first half will end with the Dolphins trailing by 9, 49-40. Dolphins shooting just 16 of 40 from the field, 3 of 9 from the line, 42% from the Beavers, including 4 of 8 from the three-point line, and 17 of 22 from the free throw line. So we're at halftime here. The Dolphins trail by a score of 49-40. We'll step aside, we'll take a break, and we'll be back for the start of the second half where the College of Staten Island trails CCNY by a score of 49-40 You're watching women's basketball coverage exclusively right here on your voice of CSI Sports, CSI Sportsnet, CSIDolphins.com.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised.
They're not playing great, but CCNY is much better. So good game. Check.
Practice makes perfect. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably put the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Mom.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
Don't worry. 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me. That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent. We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the eye.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore. And frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
You make me wear my bike helmet. You taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
La 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 la, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
A full life measured in seats starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Oh! Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I've just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
You got a pizza for a Todd?
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
I'm a scientist.
Recycling takes a team.
Why don't you let me and me help you out?
Everyone plays a part. Don't trash
I love taking stuff apart and building new things out of it.
what could be treasure.
Pal's my most advanced android.
This is awesome.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund reading.
Oh.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What? I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
This is why you took a second job. While you taught yourself how to fix the plumbing. While you'll do whatever it takes to keep your home. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying your mortgage easier. Call 888-995-HOPE today.
Hi, may I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
Good.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
As an American, it's hard to hear that we have a serious hunger issue in our country. And as a parent, it's even harder to hear that 1 in 5 of our kids struggles with hunger, especially when billions of pounds of good food are wasted every year. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide billions of meals to families in need right in your community. Visit feedingamerica.org to support Feeding America in your local food bank. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
We're back here at halftime. The College of Staten Island trailing CCNY by a score of 49-40. It was a game where CCNY had 22 free throws in that first half, and they were able to take advantage, hitting 17 of those 22 free throws, 83%, and that helped propel them to a 49-40 lead. And, you know, CCNY has really done a good job here in this game this afternoon. They've out-rebounded the Dolphins 28-19, including 11-7 on the offensive glass. In addition, they have done a very good job working the ball around. They've already picked up 8 assists here in the first game, in this first half, and the Dolphins have fallen behind in this game, and you know, they have not led in quite a while since midway through the first quarter. Since then, it's really been all CCNY. For the Dolphins, 3 players with 3 personal fouls in the first half. Samantha Flecker picked up her 3rd foul in 15 minutes. Angelique Price picked up her 3rd foul right before the end of the first half. And Rosa Perone picked up 3 personal fouls in just 3 minutes of action in that first half. As far as the Beavers go, they have foul trouble of their own. Deborah Chan, 3 fouls for the Beavers. Richards, Redwood, Wallace, and Smith with 2 free fouls apiece for CCNY. So lots of players in foul trouble here for both teams, and that could play a role here in the second half. The Dolphins coming into the second half shooting 16 of 40 from the field, 5 of 16 from the three-point line, 3 of 9 from the line. Beavers 42% on 14 of 23 shooting, 4 of 8 from the three-point line, and 17 of 22 from the free throw line. Dolphins in control of the basketball here, is taking the first shot of the second half for the Dolphins will be Price, but Akridge is there to knock the ball away, and it will be Dolphin basketball with 16 to shoot. Passatoro feeding the ball up in the corner to Cray, and Cray's three-pointer is good. Good start for the second half for the Dolphins as they trail by 6 now, 49-43. Beavers with the basketball as they work the ball inside. The shot is up, no good. Craig controls the rebound, and here come the Dolphins with the basketball. Price working the ball in the corner to Flecker. Flecker's three-pointer is up, no good. Perone goes up strong to grab the offensive rebound. She feeds it back up over to Cray. Her three-pointer is up, no good, but this time Samantha Flecker is there to grab the rebound for the Dolphins. Cray, Perone back up over to Passatoro. Now it's Price in the corner. Her three-pointer is up, no good, but we're going to have a whistle and a foul on the play. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Angelique Price off of the three-point miss. So Price will pick up her 4th personal foul less than a minute into this third quarter. Zulo with the basketball now, bringing the ball up across the midcourt line against Passatoro. She feeds it up over to Wallace. Wallace bounce pass inside to Olsen. Her shot is up, no good. Perone goes up for the rebound, but instead it's Olsen coming away with it, and we'll have another foul on the play. And that'll be on Perone, so she'll pick up her 4th. So now Perone and Price pick up their 4th personal fouls in 1 minute and 11 seconds here into the second half. Olsen's first free throw is up and in. As this has been a parade to the free throw line here for the Beavers, as Price and will go to the bench. She's got 4 fouls for the Dolphins. One more free throw upcoming for Olsen. And her second free throw is up, no good, and Flecker controls the rebound and feeds it out to Cray. Cray with the basketball for the Dolphins. Cray looking to work her way inside against Zulo, and we're going to have a whistle and another foul. So that's going to be a foul on Zulo. That will be her second. As the Dolphins get the ball inside now to Akridge, and we'll have a whistle and another foul. So we've played 89 seconds here in the third quarter. 4 personal fouls called already, 2 on each team. As Flecker's first free throw is up and in. One more free throw upcoming here for Flecker. As it's a 50-44 game, as Flecker's second free throw is up and no good. So the Dolphins continue their poor free throw shooting here tonight. As Wallace's shot is up, no good, but she's able to control her own rebound. Wallace's pass. As that time Richards jumps over the back of Cray, nothing called as Akridge's jumper from the free throw line is up, no good. And Perone is there to grab the rebound and hand the ball off to Cray. Cray up over to Passatoro. Passatoro working the ball up over in the corner to Callie. Her three-pointer is up, no good. Dolphins now 1 of 6 from the three-point line here in the third quarter. Richards with the basketball. And Passatoro comes up hobbling as Richards drives to the basket, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul called on the play. As as we have yet another foul called. As that first free throw is up and good. One more free throw upcoming here for Richards. As the Beavers have gone to the free throw line a ridiculous 26 times here in 22 minutes of basketball. Cray with the basket. Ball for the Dolphins. Dolphins trailing by 8. Now it's Passatoro. She lobs it in the corner to Flecker. Flecker's baseline jumper is up, no good. And the rebound is grabbed there by the Beavers as the Dolphins have gotten off to a 1 of 7 shooting start here in the third quarter as Richards is able to save the ball, but Perone retrieves it for the Dolphins. Now it's Cray with the basketball. Cray in the corner. Gets it up over to Flecker, and the Dolphins will set up with 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Cray, now it's Passatoro. Passatoro drives her way inside, and a floater is good. Passatoro now with 15 points for the Dolphins as they trail by 6, 52-46. Boy, that's going to be a foul. I believe it's going to be called on Passatoro. Just really a joke, actually. She barely even touched her, if she even did. So that's going to be the 4th team foul here on the Dolphins, as the Dolphins once again in foul trouble early in the quarter. And CCNY with the basketball. Akridge over to Olsen. Olsen looking to work her way against Perone. Her shot's going to be blocked away and grabbed by Passatoro for the Dolphins. Passatoro working it in the corner now to Cray. Cray's cross-court pass is nearly stolen away, but a nice play that time by Callie, able to steal the ball back and lay it up and in. Nice play that time by Callie. She's got 5, and the Dolphins trail by 4, 52-48. Chan, the long three-pointer is good. Big basket that time by Deborah Chan, and that opens the Beaver lead back up to 7. Cray with the basketball now for the Dolphins. Cray bounce pass inside to Callie. Callie kicks it back up over to Passatoro. Passatoro's long three-pointer is no good. Flecker grabs the rebound. That's no good. Now Perone grabs the rebound and is able to lay it up and in as Flecker was crashed into on the play. Nothing called. And the Dolphins trail by 5 now, 55-50, 5:35 remaining in the third quarter. Richards drives her way inside. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul called on the Dolphins as they're over the limit once again, as Victoria Cray is going to pick up her 3rd foul. As they just basically call fouls every time the Dolphins are on the defensive side of the floor. 5 fouls already for the Dolphins. As that first free throw is up, no good. One more free throw upcoming, as Cray now has 3 fouls for the Dolphins. And the second free throw is up and in, so Cray with 3 on the floor. As the Dolphins have the basketball, it's Passatoro. Cray now over in the corner to Callie. Callie's long three-pointer is up, no good. And Chan is there to grab the rebound, so the Beavers have the basketball. Akridge with the basketball, looking to drive inside against Callie. She hands the ball off now. The long jumper that time by Almonte is no good, and the Dolphins control the rebound. Here comes Flecker. Flecker lobbing it in the corner now to Callie. She feeds it inside to Perone. A beautiful feed to Flecker, who misses another layup. Flecker really struggling. It's a nice play by Callie to come back and knock the ball away. Samantha 0 for 6 from the line, 0 for 2 from the three-point line. She just has a single point here this afternoon for the Dolphins, and she's missed a couple of layups here in the last few minutes for the Dolphins. Akridge, jumper from the free throw line extended is good. 56-50. Dolphins trail by 6 once again. Cray driving away inside. Shot is up, no good, but she's able to come away with the ball. 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Cray now feeds it inside to Perone. Her shot is up, no good, but she'll draw the foul. So let's see who that foul is on. So that's going to be on Shakira Smith. That will be her third, team's third. And now Rosa Perone will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Dolphins. Perone coming into the game here this afternoon, just 2 of 6 from the line here on the year. The first free throw is up and no good. One more upcoming. That's the Dolphins' free throw shooting now 4 of 12. That's 33% here this afternoon. Perone's second free throw is up and good, so she splits a pair, and the Dolphins trail by 7, 58-51. Chen feeds the ball up to Smith. He'll bring the ball across the midcourt line now for the Beavers. Smith driving away inside. She kicks the ball out. Open jump shot that time by Chen is no good. Pastor grabs the rebound, feeds it to Flecker. Flecker, a beautiful bounce pass inside. The layup is up and in. And that time, Flecker is able to get the ball up over to Callie, who lays it up and in, and Callie draws the foul. 7 points now for Callie, and the Dolphins have cut the lead down to 5. That foul will be charged on Akridge. That will be her second, and the Beavers now with 4. Callie goes to the line. She's 0 of 2 this afternoon. She's now 0 of 3 as the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Dolphins, so it will remain, or will go over to the Beavers. So the Beavers inbound the basketballs. It's Richards. Richards over to Smith. Her pass is telegraphed and stolen away by Perone. But Perone's pass is stolen and knocked back. But now Flecker picks up the ball for the Dolphins. Passatoro lobbing it cross court over to Callie. Back up over to Passatoro. Now Cray in the corner drives down the baseline. Feeds it back out to Flecker to a wide open Passatoro, whose three-pointer is good. Passatoro now has 18, and the Dolphins have come back to cut the lead for the Beavers down to 2. It'll be a full timeout. Let's step aside and take a break here. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Dolphins trail 58-56. We'll step aside, take a break, and we'll be right back.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
We're back with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The Dolphins, who came into this quarter trailing the CCNY Beavers by 9 points, have made up 7 of them, outscoring CCNY 16-9 here, as they have cut the CCNY lead down to 2. Dolphins in the middle of a 6-0 run. And the Beavers will inbound the basketball with that 2-point lead. Almonte with the basketball now for the Beavers. Almonte feeds it up over to Richards, and Richards is going to be called. There'll be an offensive foul, I believe. It is going to be on Richards. It's going to be on Shakira Smith, and that's going to be her fault. That's a big foul on Smith, as Marissa Olsen will check in for her. Both teams now over the limit, 5 team fouls apiece here in the third quarter. Cray with the basketball. Cray feeding it out over to Passatoro. Passatoro cross-court pass up over to Flecker. Now up over to Cray as the Dolphins looking to tie it up as Callie puts up that long two-pointer. It's up no good, but Flecker grabs the rebound and she's fouled. So that foul's going to be on Almansi. That's going to be her first. The Beavers are over the limit. Flecker will go to the line to shoot 2. She's 1 for 2 from the line here this afternoon for her only point of the game. As that first one bounces off the front rim and in. And that's going to tie the game up. That's going to put the Dolphins 1 point down at 58-57. Last time this game was tied was 8 apiece. As the game is tied once again, 58-58, as the Dolphins nearly steal the ball in the backcourt, but are instead called for the travel. So it remain Beaver basketball, exactly 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Almansi with the basketball. Almansi looking to work against Passatoro as she brings the ball up across the midcourt line. She hands the ball off now to Richards. Richards crossover dribble, nice feed inside as she's able to get the ball inside to Redwood, and that's going to be it as Rosa Perone will pick up her 5th foul as she walks off the court with her arms straight up in the air, who really feels that she did not commit that foul, but nonetheless, she will foul out of the game. So Bracic will come into the game. Perone is gone in very limited playing time. She had 3 minutes in the first half. Played about 6 minutes here in the second half, so she picks up 5 fouls in 9 minutes. Richards hits the free. I'm sorry, that's Redwood hitting the free throw to re-give the Beavers the lead, 58-59. A second is up, no good, and the Dolphins control the basketball now, trailing by 1, 58-59. Cray with the basketball. Cray getting it up over to Passatoro. Her long cross-court pass goes up over to Flecker. Now it's Callie. Callie in the corner to Bracic. Her jumper is up no good. Nahata 0 for 4 this afternoon from the field. Worked in the corner to a wide-open Wallace. Her jumper is no good, and Bracic controls the rebound, but her outlet pass is stolen away. The Beavers miss a couple of shots inside, but Richards able to hit the third. So the Dolphins unable to rebound the basketball and now trail by 3, 61-58. Cray working the ball inside. They kick it back out to Cray. Her three-pointer is good to tie the game up at 61 once again. Richards with the basketball. Richards now backing the ball out, feeds it out over to Chan, and now it'll be Wallace looking to set up the Beaver offense here with 15 on the shot clock. Wallace driving her way inside and lays it up and in. So Wallace able to lay it up and in, and that will re-give the Beavers a 2-point lead. Cray with the basketball. We're going to have a whistle, and she'll be fouled out beyond the three-point line. That foul will be on Wallace, and that will be her 4th foul. And that will send the Dolphins to the free throw line. They've struggled a little bit from the line here this afternoon, 7 of 16. And Cray will go to the line for her first free throw attempts of the afternoon. Victoria coming into the game today, shooting 56% from the line. Cray's first free throw is up and no good. One more free throw upcoming. Dolphins are being outscored from the free throw line by 15 here this afternoon. Cray's second free throw is up and in, so she splits the pair, and the Dolphins now cut the lead down to 1, 63-62. Chan with the basketball, looking to work against Cray as she brings the ball across the midcourt line. She gets the ball out to Wallace. Wallace now handing the ball out up over to Akridge. Now it's going to be Wallace with the basketball as shot clock goes to 11, but that time Akridge will get called for the travel. It'll be the 4th turnover of the 3rd quarter for CCNY. Cray with the basketball. Cray getting the ball up over to Passatoro. Passatoro now getting the ball out over to Flecker. Flecker kicking the ball out over to Cray. Cray's long three-pointer is good. So Jackie Cali gives the Dolphins a 2-point lead. It's their first lead, and then they steal it again and lay it up and in. So now all of a sudden, the Dolphins have a 4-point lead. Coming right back and laying it up and in is Wallace to make it a 66-65 game. Dolphins have not led since they led 17-16. They now lead by 2. The shot clock off here in the 3rd quarter. Cray with the basketball. Cray looking to set the ball up. Shot clock winding down. The long three-pointer is up. No good. The ball tipped away and will go out of bounds, but will remain Dolphin basketball with 3.2 seconds remaining on the clock. Passatoro to inbound the basketball. Passatoro feeding it out to Cray. Her shot is going to be blocked and fed inside, and it's going to count. A beautiful play that time for the Dolphins as Passatoro stuck with the basketball, and she was able to lay it up and in. So the Dolphins outscore CCNY here in the 3rd quarter. 29-16, they lead by 4 going into the 4th quarter. So we'll step aside, take a break. Dolphins lead 69-65. You're watching women's basketball coverage right here on CSI Sportsnet, CSIDolphins.com.
We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome, I think we're breathtaking, and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran?
We're back, getting ready to start the 4th quarter. It was a good 3rd quarter of basketball here for the CSI Dolphins. They outscore CCNY in that 3rd quarter 29-16 as Dolphins finally got a little offense going. They heated up, especially in the later stages of that 3rd quarter. They were able to tie the game for the first time since 8-8 and took their first lead since they led 17-16, and they lead now going into the 3rd quarter 69-65 as the Beavers will control the basketball. Wallace feeding the ball out over to Chan. Chan looking to work against Cray. She steps up, her long jumper is in and out, and Passatoro grabs the rebound for the Dolphins. Now it's Flecker. Flecker working her way inside and laying it up and in. Dolphins looking for Flecker to heat up offensively for the Dolphins here. She now has 5. Dolphins lead by 6. The long jumper is up, no good. And now the rebound controlled by Flecker. Flecker over to Cray. Cray works it in the corner to Brocic. Brocic's long three-pointer is in and out, but Flecker able to go in and grab the rebound for the Dolphins. And we're going to have a whistle and a 30-second timeout taken. So let's keep it right here. The Dolphins leading in this game by a score of 71-65. They have a 6-point lead here going into the beginning of this 4th quarter. And for the Dolphins, 6 points matches their biggest lead of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have done a nice job. They worked their way all the way back in this game. They've trailed by as many as 10 on a couple of occasions. But now they have a 6-point lead with 9 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. So the Beavers are going to have to come from behind here against the Dolphins on their home floor. CCNY is led by as many as 10. They now trail by 6. So it'll be the Dolphins now with an opportunity to inbound the basketball as it's Bracic. Bracic feeds it out to Cray as the Dolphins look to set up offensively. Pass to Toro. Pass to Toro, now it's Cray. Cray driving away inside, her shot is up, no good, and Olsen is there to grab the rebound for the Beavers and hand it off to Wallace. Wallace bringing the ball up across the midcourt line now for CCNY as they look to set up here. They've been outscored, just 2 points scored here in the fourth quarter, and the Dolphins lead by 6. Chan in the corner to Wallace. Wallace sets her feet. The long three-pointer is up, no good. Callie goes up high for the rebound for the Dolphins and feeds it to Passatoro. Passatoro inside to Cray, who lays it up and in. Cray gives the Dolphins their biggest lead of the afternoon. It's now 8. Wallace flying down the lane. Her shot is up, no good. Flecker controls the rebound, and here come the Dolphins, 3-on-2. Passatoro drives down the lane. Her shot is blocked away beautifully by Olsen. But Olsen's pass is knocked away momentarily, but Wallace is there to retrieve, and she'll gather up for CCNY. Helter-skelter possession. Beavers come away 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, trailing by 8. Richards, crossover dribble, drives her way inside. Nice play by Flecker. Here come the Dolphins. 4-on-2. Cray with the basketball. Cray gets knocked to the ground, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul called on the play. That's going to be against Chan. Chan doesn't like the call. It was a tough call because it looked like Victoria might have lost her balance a little bit, but instead she'll get called for the foul. That will be her fourth. The Beavers will run in a couple of substitutions. Natasha Amansi will come into the game along with Elizabeth Zulo. So the Dolphins will inbound the basketball now with 30 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Passatoro kicking it in the corner to Bracic. Her open three-pointer is up, no good. Fight for the rebound, jump ball, but the possession arrow will go to the Beavers. Actually, it will be Dolphin basketball. The possession arrow was wrong and now should be reset. The possession arrow should be for CCNY. Cray with the basketball. Cray over to Flecker. Flecker's pass is telegraphed and nearly stolen away. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it'll remain Dolphin basketball with 22. Dolphins fortunate that ball wasn't stolen away, but they maintain possession. Cray with the basketball. Cray behind the back dribble, working on Almansi. Cray, nice pass up over in the corner to Flecker. Flecker bounce pass over to Bracic. Now they kick it out over to Passatoro. Passatoro with 7 seconds to shoot. Cray now over to Flecker. Flecker puts up the long three-pointer. It's an air ball, and Olsen controls the rebound. I think that was partially blocked by the Beavers. Almansi with the basketball. She brings it across the midcourt line and now hands the ball up over to Richards. Richards' jumper from the free throw line extended is no good, as the ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Akridge, but it will be Dolphin basketball. We played 3 minutes, 3 seconds here in the fourth. CCNY has failed to score. The Dolphins have scored 4 to open their 4-point lead to 8. Cray with the basketball. Cray kicks it up over to Passatoro. Passatoro's long three-pointer is good. 25 now for Passatoro. And the Dolphins have their biggest lead of the game. It's 9, 76-65. Akridge with the basketball. Now Zulo. Zulo crossover dribble, hands it off over to Olsen. Olsen, a nice move by Akridge as she's able to use the crossover dribble, get her way inside, and break that Dolphin run to cut the Dolphin lead back down to 9. Callie in the corner. That broke a 9-0 run as Callie's long three-pointer is up, no good. Beavers control the rebound and look to cut into that Dolphin lead. Akridge with the basketball. Akridge now bounce pass goes up over to Olsen inside of 6 minutes remaining. Now Akridge driving away inside, and we're going to have a whistle and a blocking foul called on Cray. And that's a big foul because that's going to be the 4th foul that time on Cray. And Cray tried to plant herself in the lane, but really didn't get set with both legs. Akridge draws the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line. As our first free throw is up and in. as she's now 4 of 4 from the line, as the Beavers have done a great job from the free throw line, outscoring the Dolphins so far 23-8 from the line and staying in the game, trailing by 8 as the second free throw is up, no good, and Price controls the rebound. Price back in the game for the Dolphins. She has 4 fouls along with Cray. Flecker on the floor with 3. No Beaver out on the floor with more than 2. Cray is going to draw the foul from behind, as that time Almansi will pick up the foul. That will be her second. And the Dolphins will inbound the basketball now with a fresh 30-second shot clock. And Bessie working the ball in the corner to Passatoro. Her long 3 is up, no good. And Akridge is there to control the rebound, but the Dolphins do a nice job as Passatoro steals it away and lays it up and in. 27 points now for Christina Passatoro, and the Dolphins lead by 10 once again. Akridge with the basketball. Akridge crossover dribble. Akridge jump shot partially blocked. Cray controls the rebound, and here come the Dolphins. Cray with the basketball. Over to Flecker. Now it's Passatoro at the three-point line as she'll back the ball out. And the Dolphins will look to run a little shot clock now as the clock runs down under 5 minutes. Cray with the basketball. Cray in the corner to Price. Price puts up the long three-pointer, and it's good. Angelique Price with 21. The Dolphins now with their biggest lead of the game, 81-68, as the Dolphins have exploded here in the second half. The long three-pointer is up, no good, but the Beavers control the rebound. Richards puts up the jumper, that's no good. And now Passatoro grabs the rebound as the Beavers have gone ice cold, just 6 of 25 shooting in the second half. Price, a beautiful feed inside to Flecker, who lays it up and in. And we're going to have a whistle, and Jamie Angeli will take a full timeout for the Beavers. So we'll step aside and take a break. 4 minutes and 22 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Dolphins leading here by a score of 83-68. You're watching women's basketball coverage on CSI Sportsnet, CSIDolphins.com.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice.
And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311.
We're back with 4 minutes, 22 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Dolphins have blown this game open, taking an 83-68 lead. And with 3:03 left here in this third quarter, this game was tied at 68, I should say, with a minute 55 remaining. The Beavers were able to stick their nose out in front 63-61, but Victoria Cray hit 1 of 2 free throws, and then Jackie Calley hit a three-pointer for the Dolphins to give them a 2-point lead, and they have not looked back from there as they've been able to use 9-0 and 7-0 runs in between a 3-0 run for the CCNY Beavers to break this one open as they lead by 15 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Wallace with the basketball. Wallace kicking it up over to Almansi. Beavers have struggled to score here in the second half as the whistle is going to be up and in as the Beavers break that Dolphin run. And then Bessie will pick up the foul. That will be her second. It will send Shakira Smith to the free throw line, looking to complete the three-point play. She misses the free throw, and Flecker controls the rebound for the Dolphins. And Bessie with the basketball. And Bessie handing the ball off to Cray now as the Dolphins begin to run shot clock, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul about 35 feet from the basket. And that's going to be called on, let's see. I don't believe that's the fifth for Almansi, but we'll Take a look here in the second as we're waiting for the official scorers to come over and straighten everything out. I don't think Almonte was at near 5. So the foul is going to be charged on Beatrice Wallace. That's going to be her 4th, the team's 3rd. So the Dolphins inbound the basketball. Fresh 30-second clock. 3:50 remaining now in the second half. Quay with the basketball. Quay bounce pass goes up over to Flecker. Flecker drives her way inside, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul out on the floor before the shot. So that's going to be a foul on Smith, and that's going to be the 5th on Smith. So she's going to have to come out of the game if that total is correct. And I believe that is correct. So Smith will check out of the game as she's fouled out. Alexis Akridge will check back into the game as this game is grinded down a little bit here with 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, and the Dolphins with a 17-point lead. Quay with the basketball for the Dolphins as she angles the ball out into the center of the floor. So the Dolphins will now look to run shot clock down for the remaining 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Price with the basketball with 17 remaining. Pass is knocked away by Richards, but Price maintains possession as now it's Quay with the basketball with 10 seconds to shoot. Quay driving her way inside, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul called on the play. So that time the Dolphins were able to run down another 23 seconds in shot clock before drawing the foul. So that foul will be on Richards. That will be her 3rd. Quay will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Quay's first free throw is up and in. Approximately 25 minutes at the end of this game. The men will be back in action against the same CCNY Beavers. The men's team coming into today's game undefeated in conference play at 2-0. CCNY coming in at 1-1 in the conference as that free throw is up no good, but that time Wallace stepped in the lane early. So Quay will have one more opportunity. 84-70 as Quay gets another attempt at her second, and she hits them both. And the Dolphins lead by 15 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Beautiful play that time from Wallace inside to Richards. She just missed the layup. And Flecker has the ball for the Dolphins. Now it's Passatoro. And the Dolphins now with an opportunity to run down the shot clock. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 2:55 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Cray over to Passatoro. Passatoro with 27 points for the Dolphins this afternoon on 11 of 20 shooting. Over to Price. Price's jumper is up, no good. There to control the rebound will be Akridge for the Beavers. Almansi over to Olsen. Olsen back up over to Almansi as she works it back inside now to Olsen. Her running hand in the lane is up, no good. Flecker goes up high to grab the rebound and hand the ball off to Passatoro. As with just 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining, it looks now like the Dolphins will remain undefeated in conference play at 3-0. Passatoro, beautiful feed inside to Cray. She can't hold on to the basketball. And now she comes out, takes the long three-pointer and banks it home. So the Dolphins lead this one by 18. It wasn't as easy as that, as CCNY showed a lot here this afternoon. As the ball's going to be fed to Akridge, her short jumper is up, no good. Price there to control the rebound. She'll be fouled in the backcourt, and she'll go to the free throw line with 1 minute and 41 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. So the Dolphins will advance to 3-0 in CUNYAC conference play here this afternoon. CCNY will drop down to 0-3 in conference play with the loss, as the first free throw for Price is up and in. So the Dolphins able to stick with it here this afternoon. Come back from a halftime deficit of 9 points. Outscore CCNY 29-16 in the third quarter. They've outscored them 21-5 so far here in the fourth. That's 50-21 to open up a 20-point lead as Price has the basketball now for the Dolphins inside of 90 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. We mentioned the Dolphins will up their record in the conference to 3-0. All conference teams in action. Lehman on the road at Brooklyn, Hunter at John Jay, and York at Medgar Evers. No results here so far, but we'll try to get some to you a little later on as Flecker able to lay it up and in as the shot clock was winding down. She now has 9, 8 in the fourth quarter, and the Dolphins lead 92-70 as Zulo comes back and picks up her first points of the afternoon. Dolphins now lead by 20 as there's just under 45 seconds remaining here in the game. Dolphins will be back in action, as we mentioned, this Friday night as they will face Lehman College. Lehman and Brooklyn both undefeated in conference play so far as the Dolphins turn the ball over. As Dolphins did a much better job here in the second half with the turnovers. They turned the ball over 9 times in the first half, just 2 here in the second half, as they've turned around a 9-point deficit into a 20-point lead, about a 3-second differential on the shot clock and the game clock. Richard over to Zulo. Zulo now up over to Chan. Chan stops. Her long jumper is up. No good. Price controls the rebound. And with 7 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter, that's going to do it. The College of Staten Island started out a little slow here in the first half, but came big with a big second half as they were able to outscore CCNY 52-23 in the second half to turn around a 9-point deficit as they are able to defeat CCNY by a final score of 92-72 to advance and go undefeated here in the CUNYAC Conference. As coming over to join us here for the Dolphins will be Christina Passatoro. Passatoro finishing today's game with 27 points on 11 of 20 shooting, 6 rebounds and 4 assists, as well as 2 steals. First, Christina, congratulations on a strong game here this afternoon. You know, CCNY came out very strong here this afternoon. Christina, you guys jumped out to an early lead, but CCNY was able to come back very nicely in that first half. What was the team thinking going into halftime trailing by 9?
Honestly, we knew we had to work way harder. We came out really slow, unprepared, lazy. There's countless adjectives I could use to describe it, but we knew we've come back from deficits like this before at Wagner College, and that would have been a much harder task, so we knew we just had to come out strong and wipe away the deficit as fast as we could and come out hard and play our game and not play the game they wanted us to. You know,
Christina, there were so many different things that happened during the course of the game. Here you had a lot of players getting into a lot of early foul trouble, a lot of players having to sit minutes that they would not ordinarily sit. So, Samantha Flecker picked up 3, Angelique Price picked up 3. They thought the team reacted very well to all those players in foul trouble.
It's hard, definitely, when your starters come out with quick fouls and you have to adjust. But I think the girls who came off the bench did a good job picking up where they left off and coming in and giving strong, hard minutes. It definitely helped having Sam and Edge back in the second half, though. And I think they changed everything they needed to correct from the first half to prevent that from happening again.
So far, you're 3-0 in CUNYAC Conference play. Big game coming up this Friday night against Lehman College on the road. What are your thoughts heading into that game?
We just got to come out hard, not let us being away have any effect on our game, and just not play down to the competition. We have to play our game at all times, push the ball. Lehman's always a good game for us, but we just have to play the way we want to play the whole game and come out for 40 minutes and not a half or a quarter or 3.
Thanks a lot, Christina.
Thank you.
That was Christina Passatoro. Christina finishing today's game with 27 points for the Dolphins on 11 of 20 shooting. She also had 6 rebounds and 4 assists as the Dolphins are able to come from behind and win this game by a final score of 92-72. So that's going to wrap things up here from our opening broadcast. For Dave Pizzuto, along with Meshach Alexander, this is Mike Babusky saying so long and thanks for listening. We're going to go off the air. We'll be back on in about 12 minutes or so as we get you ready for the second game of the doubleheader as the men get ready to face CCNY in CUNYAC doubleheader coverage here from the Sports and Recreation. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes.